Hey, what's up? As you can see, I've already prepared the template. As you know, I made some drawings that I'm going to include in the composition. I thought a seal would look fine in here, but I don't like it too much, to be honest. Okay, I think I'm going to delete it. Yeah. So what I'm going to do then is inserting in the template a drawing that I did previously. Great. Now by pressing Ctrl U, I'm going to change the color of the outline to a brown color so that it fits in the composition. Yeah, much better. So guys, the template is ready, the drawing is ready, everything is ready. So now we are ready to start coloring the Selkie. Well, you also need to keep in mind the following. If we put the texture layer at the top of the list, it's possible that the color we are using gets darker than expected. So keep changing the tone if necessary, because the result can be altered. Right now, I'm focusing only on adding base colors. I don't intend to apply too much colors nor too much details, since I am to get a basic image, so it doesn't make sense to complicate things. As I've been telling you throughout the course, some descriptions don't include certain information. In this case, for instance, they don't say a word about Selkie's hair. But here's when common sense and imagination come into play. How? We know that seals aren't red, right? So brown would fit better than red. So again, we'll need to use our imagination to interpret the descriptions. And as I was saying, it makes more sense coloring it in brown than in red because of the real color. So just apply flat colors. It's quite easy. And what about the brushes? I recommend you to change the opacity, the flow, and also the size regarding the pressure and so on. Those of you working with a drawing pad, you should set these parameters precisely. Otherwise, some functions might not work, like for example, updating drivers. On the contrary, if you are working with the mouse, it would be too difficult to color and draw. So, if I were you, I would get one as soon as possible, since it would be easier. Okay, let's say you don't have a drawing pad. What you can do is scanning the sketch and then coloring it, but instead of the brush, you can use the pen tool. This way, you will be creating selections of flat colors, which will be easier to fill in afterwards. And guys, do you remember the procedure we followed with the cognac? So let's do the same here. Let's clean the outlines and delete extra color and so on. We can also add some details now, like this sort of spots that seals usually have and which characterize them. Perhaps a darker tone for the tail, it would be okay, I think, and also for the wrinkles. And this would be the final result, kind of. Well, let's add now these shadows to the wrinkles of the animal's skin and also to the human body. In this case, using a pink and darker tone would be better. We need a color that stands out, right? As you can see, the one I chose looks great. As we are working with a mythological creature, we can take the liberty to include things using our own imagination. The only problem we might face is that we don't like the result. It's also important how we apply the color. For instance, I could have used a darker tone, but I selected this and I'm fine with the result. I've used these two different colors because for me it's important to emphasize that she's taking off her animal's skin, which at the same time emphasizes the fact that she's half human and half animal. Okay, and now, as we did with the previous creature, we are going to include next to the creature some sketches related to the same concept, like some seals or other stuff. With this, we want to create the effect of a sketchbook, something that we draw as soon as it comes to our mind. Including these, let's say, quick sketches, we are making the colored sketch the center of the situation. It is, we are focusing our interest to the colored sketch. And guys, don't forget to add the notes as if they were a kind of research or any other informative document. Okay, let's include here a facial expression of the Selkie in order to, don't know how to say it, not to make the composition look too empty, like a filling, to complete the final result. In your case, you can try it out as if you were developing a character and then choose those that fits better with the whole illustration. But make sure you do it in the margin of the page not to make the drawing on the left less important. Here, for instance, I'm going to draw the Selkie's skin. Only the skin without the being inside it. Remember the legend? According to it, sailors used to steal these skins to avoid they came back to the sea and stayed with them. And now we just need to add some little details to enhance the drawing, like lighting effects, set some parameters. Yeah, this would be the result, which is pretty curious, I must say. And that will be adding afterwards to a mock-up so that it has a good presentation. So guys, this is the end of the lesson. I'll see you in the next lesson where we'll be working with another composition. Bye!